there's something I forgot I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm going to include the rap video at the very end of this.
You are listening to another privileged white male speaking about things he shouldn't be speaking about. This is Beyond Facts with Dave Phillips.
Okay, I'm going to include the rap video at the very end of this. But there's this guy out in New York who is rapping. He's talking, I forgot his name. I wish I would remember his name. I should have pulled the shit up. But it will be in there. You'll see the video. But he was rapping. He had two lines that pretty much said, like a school shooter. Okay? Like a school shooter. The whole fucking song wasn't about it. He wasn't talking about shooting a goddamn school up. But he got arrested for terroristic threats for making a rap song that referenced, that just said the word school shooter. So I may be arrested for terroristic threats for saying school shooter. Okay? School shooter, school shooter, school shooter, school shooter, school shooter, school shooter. Anyways. Kathy Griffith could cut off a head that resembles Donald Trump. Snoop Dogg could pretend like he's killing the fucking president. And all these other fucking threats towards our president aren't considered terroristic threats. But a rapper who said something like a school shooter twice in his fucking song is freedom of speech being infringed upon? What's happening, America? We're fucking up. Anyways, thank you for watching. Go to the end of this video if you want to check it out. Bye! What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Dave Phillips. Well, I guess now I don't have to introduce myself anymore, right? I mean, I got somebody introducing me to you guys for me. Awesome. That's super awesome. Yes, 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 yes. So, anyways, I have this whole spiel set up, and I was supposed to do this days ago. But you know what? I couldn't do this days ago. I had everything set up, ready to go. I have my cliff notes for the first time ever for you guys. So, let's just jump right in it. Yeah. Hey, if you want to give me your money, please go to patreon.com/idioms. That's IDIOMZ. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and let's get right into the fucking news, motherfuckers. So, according to Axios.com, that's AXIOS.com, they conducted a poll to determine the public they determined that the public wants big tech regulated. You know, at first I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I want the big tech companies regulated because there's not too much government regulations. They do what they want to do. They could build fucking killer robots with artificial intelligence. They could pretty much do any fucking thing. They could start recording your data, and you are none the wiser. So I'm like, yeah. Of course the public wants, government to step in with the big tech company. But I read further down the page, and you know what? That's not exactly the way it seems the folks at Axios does. They are more concerned with the Russians hacking the polls and spreading fake news. They're more concerned about, people like Alex Jones getting on there. Alex Jones is a big thing. They want to silence people like that. The conservative right-wing views, they are looking to be shut down. They don't want all this shit streaming on Facebook about, whatever the hell it is that they deem necessary. They want the government to step in and say, hey, we can't do this. So it's pretty much cutting the right to free speech and freedom of press is what I'm kind of reading. I have something in my notes about something else, but we'll get to that, about infringing on the rights to freedom of press and free speech. So this is a big step in my saying this is a no-go. We do not want the government to infringe on what is allowed to be posted on sites like Google or sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If we have a difference of opinions, we want to be able to put our difference of opinions. If I believe that the earth is flat and everybody else believes it is round, I should be able to, say that the earth is flat. But pretty much what they're saying is that they're going to censor that, saying, well, no, we found out that the earth is round, so we're not going to have any of these conspiracy or these different theories that differ from anybody else's opinion trending or happening on our platforms. TheDailyCaller.com's Peter Hasen just released an article stating YouTube is secretly using SPLC to police videos. Damn. So the SPLC is flagging and policing videos while they're saying, big government, you need to come in and police more videos. So if you don't know who the SPLC is, they're the Southern Poverty Law Center. And why does this matter to you, why they're policing YouTube videos? Well, if you have the same extreme views as they do, it doesn't really matter to you, okay? But if you are a believer in free speech and as well as press, like I was just talking about, then it could very well be problematic for you, okay? They are allowed to flag videos that they deem to be hate-filled. Maybe not so bad if they're unbiased. I mean, they're saying, look at this guy, he's running around saying, fuck kikes, kill all Jews, blah, 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 blah. This guy saying, kill all these Negroes, blah, 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 blah. I could understand them banning and taking that shit off of YouTube. I get that. But these people are going to make this a very slippery slope, just like we've witnessed everywhere else. The SPLC has also made a few headlines over the years. For what? I'm glad you asked. A few different times misclassifying certain people as hate-filled bigots. Misclassifying certain people as hate-filled bigots. Like in 2015, labeling Dr. Ben Carson, now the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, an anti-gay supremacist. So they're quick to label these people as threats. The guy that is the Secretary of Housing of Urban Development as an anti-gay extremist. And in 2016, they labeled Mahid Nawaz, a respected counter-extremism activist, so a counter-extremist activist, as an anti-Muslim extremist. They also say that army bases are Confederate monuments. So, do we really trust these guys policing our videos? I don't think so. I think they need to get the fuck off. So, the Heritage Foundation, 64% of Trump's agenda is already completed. What he said he was going to do in the election, during the primaries and everything else, 64% of this is completed. He's only been in office for about a year. Maybe a few weeks over a year now. And he has 64 of his promises and his campaign objectives completed and done. This hasn't happened since Ronald Reagan was in office. And Reagan didn't even complete as much as Donald Trump. So, that's pretty awesome. Thomas Binion is the director of the Congressional and Executive Branch Relations at the Heritage. So, look up Thomas Binion if you don't believe me. Bam. Just put that on the floor. Put that fucking anywhere. I'll get better at this. Like I said, I don't have an audience, but if you like what you're saying, if you understand what I'm saying and what I'm trying to do, please like, comment, share, and give me your fucking money. Go to patreon.com/idioms. That's IDIOMZ. I don't really like how this is going. I need to get better at this. I really do. I like just talking about shit. Just talking, My hair is going crazy. I need to shave my beard. I really need to put on more clothing because ain't nobody want to see this. All this sexy. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this. So, South African Parliament voted on Tuesday to move forward in amending their constitution to allow for the confiscation of land from their white minority without compensation. So, what does that mean? That means that they're just going to say, fuck you to the white people that live there and take their land. Now, I'm kind of up in arms about this. Okay, so the white people in the 1600s decided to go over to South Africa like they fucking did pretty much everywhere. And they're like, well, this is our land now. They had battles and they just took it over. They started colonizing it, They made it westernized, I guess is the term coined. So these guys westernized Africa like they did pretty much in America and they did in a few other countries or continents. And, of course, they enslaved and they killed a lot of people in the process. So the government of South Africa said, you know what, fuck you. Bye, bitches. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Like bad babies, hi, bitch. But I just say, bye, bitch. So, bye, bitch. They're like, fuck you. You're not getting this land. You're not getting shit. Goodbye. It's hard to agree and it's hard to disagree. This is like where I'm caught in the middle. Yo, that was fucked up what your ancestors did back in the 1600s, although it's 2018, so it's 500, 600 years fucking later. Now we're just going to say, bye. You have nothing, no compensation. Get off of our fucking land, get out of our country. I mean, but it's kind of what they did to them 600 years ago. But we're sitting back idly watching the shit go on over here in America. I just watched the Marlon Wayans special on Netflix, and I could tell you, this guy is out of fucking touch. And most of you guys are. Black America, white America. All of you people are so out of touch with the way cops and everybody else is being treated. Okay, racial tensions are so high. No, they're fucking not. Go out on the street, walk around. There's no racial tensions. I'm fucking friends with everybody. We all say hi, we're kosher. We're not like, fuck you, man, because of the color of your skins. I'm sure there's some people out there, but, most people walk around with a stank face anyway. Some people call it the resting bitch face. This is how they walk around life. You don't fucking say hi to them anyways. You don't know if they're pissed off about skin color, if they're fucking pissed off about the world. You don't know what's going on. So generally you avoid them. But I don't see all this race bigoting. I don't see black people fucking fighting white people. I don't see white people lynching fucking black people and fighting them out here. I live out here. I see this shit every day. I work alongside of folks. Excuse me. Now, what you do behind your closed doors and how you feel, that's your prerogative, and that's what you see. But these people are like, oh, yeah. Marlon Wayans says, oh, yeah, my white friend got pulled over, and he was cursing at the cops, and it was like he pulled the cop over. That's pretty much what he said, and he made a weird fucking white voice for this white dude. I pretty much had to turn the shit off after that because I don't know about those white dudes, okay? I don't know about them, exactly what's going on. But my nose, I don't know if you could tell, maybe you can. My nose was broken by the police when I was 18 years old, okay? My nose is broken. I was stomped to the curb by the police. I was pepper sprayed for no reason because my feet wouldn't fit in. My dad was shot 19 times by the police. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I've been pulled over nonstop for multiple different violations that never existed, but, we gotta pull them over. And, he also mentioned in this goddamn special, I gotta have the talk with my kids, and it feels like I'm a slave. Bow down to these people. I gotta sit there and say, you say, yes, sir, yes, boss. Okay, you be respectful to the police, and you just keep your mouth shut. They say, oh, did you say something? You being smart with me? Boy, no, sir. You know what? My dad had the same fucking talk with me when I was about 14, 15 years old. And that was about 15, 16 years ago. You can't walk up and mouth off to the fucking police or else they will shoot you. And that was 14, 15 years ago. He was telling a white fucking male with supposed white privilege, I get to yell and curse and be disrespectful to the police. That's bullshit. If you yell, you're trust me, my nose was broken. I was stomped to the curb. I was pepper sprayed. Maybe I said some things I shouldn't have said. I mean, I said shit and I got my ass beat for it. Now, were they right? Fuck no. Should have I sued them? Fuck yeah. No one was backing me though. There weren't riots on the streets saying, hands up, don't stop, hands up, don't shoot, hands up, don't pepper spray, hands up, don't break, fuck. people's noses. I mean, how they broke my nose is they bum rushed me. There's like 6 or 7 of them. They grabbed me by my arms and my legs, and then when they lifted up my legs, they let go of my arms, and boom, my face went right into the concrete. It was fucked up, but yep, it is what it is, and my nose is broken. Thank you, San Diego. I appreciate it. You gave me a lifetime memory of your accommodations. You guys were really, 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 really great. But I don't get this shit, this fucking black versus white thing. Yeah, I get shit happened a while ago. You guys couldn't do shit in the 60s, but yo, I didn't do that shit to you. I could understand why your grandparents would be a little, whatever. I get that, okay? Why your parents still may be a little, I get that. But, dude, my dad wasn't fucking sitting around talking about fucking how his great-grandfather had slaves and shit. Dude, my great-grandparents were fucking Irish. They were indentured servants. I could almost guarantee it when they came out here. They weren't fucking treated well. They were fucking Irish. They were fucking spit on and spat on. Thought they were the disgrace of fucking America. They were treated like shit. So, but I never heard them talking about any of this. I've never heard any of this. So the fact of the matter is that the news and everybody else is just going on and on and on about this racial tension. You guys are causing it. Stop fucking talking about it. It's not going to happen. You got fucking people like the Antifa fucking movement, the fucking the trying to be like ISIS, but the fuckboy versions of fucking ISIS. You got these motherfuckers, and they're the ones really baiting it and calling everybody fucking bigots, fascists, and racists. Dude, I have, well, you know, I hate everybody equally. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, brown, purple, Asian, Mexican, green, Puerto Rican, fuck, African, Jamaican. I don't give a fuck. I generally don't get along with everybody because people are fucking idiots and they jump to conclusions, and you can't have a difference of opinion of them or else you're fucking wrong. So, I mean, what they're doing in South Africa is pretty fucked up, I think, because of what happened 600 years ago there. I don't know about the systemic racism or whatever that's been going on out there. I'm not sure the politics and crap, but just kicking out people saying fucking good luck. I mean, kicking them off of their fucking property. I mean, I'm sure nowadays they have where it's more capitalistic, where you purchase shit and you know, use your hard-earned money for it, and they're like, fuck white people, goodbye. I don't give a fuck if you paid for it. Bye, bitch. Bye. I mean, that's crazy, and this is what the world's coming to. I mean, they're looking to, I'm not saying them as black people, so if there's a black folk watching, don't get offended that I said them or they or their, okay? I'm just using pronouns in a specific, stating that they, as globalists, want to see this racial divide, because once they get that, man, you conquer when you divide. You stand strong when you're together. United we stand, divided we fall. And sure as shit, that moniker runs true. And guess what's fucking happening? They're trying to divide everybody globally. They're trying to make it a whole fucking race thing, which I haven't heard of in fucking years up until recently. I mean, I don't know if it was Obama, but the last 4 years, that's all I've heard is black people are getting shot by the police. Well, I know my daddy got shot by the police, okay? I know statistically white people are being shot by the police more than black people. And statistically, black people do commit more violent crimes per capita as it were pertain to white folks. So the fact that more white people are actually being shot by the police, well, do you have any proof? My father, my father, I was stomped to the curb. I was beaten. My nose was broken. I was unjustly pepper sprayed because I couldn't fit in the back of the police car. And I just had a public intoxication. My girlfriend at the time was driving the car, and I was drinking in the passenger seat, which I shouldn't have been doing, but I was 18, and I got pepper sprayed because my feet wouldn't fit in the back of the goddamn car. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. You're making fucking big deals about race when it's not fucking race. It's the government, and it's how they police us. That is the issue. It's how they police us, how they regulate us, and how they're trying to keep us quiet and not speak out. There's no fucking race here. There's nothing going on with any fucking white privilege. I have not been treated better because of my race. I see more people getting privileged because they're fucking Latinos or they're black. You know, Affirmative action bullshit. If you're fucking Latino and you're a fucking dreamer, you get your shit taken care of. You get treated fucking better because, I don't want to offend anybody. You know, I have had it fucking pretty hard in my life. I have watched people come from Guatemala, being a Guatemalan immigrant, who have had less experience than me, make more money than me when I had a regular job in the fucking kitchen. I call it favoritism, and I think they should have a little bit more of a favoritism towards Americans for working in America. Born here, raised here, educated here. I think they should favorite the people that were born here, not the immigrants. Have them work hard and do slave labor like I'm doing, like I have done. I don't fucking get it. They have more benefits. They get treated better by the government, and I'm over here fucking struggling as my teeth need to be really worked on, but I can't afford dental. Okay? Sorry. That's true. The truth bombs, the truth bombs, the truth bombs. Oh, the United States Air Force also warns of space wars in a matter of years. Oh, what kind of conspiracy nut shit are you talking about? We ain't gonna be no Star Wars. Ain't gonna be no Star Wars going on up in here. Well, hold on, what's his name? General David Goldfein. He is one of the Air Force's top brass generals. He said, it's only a matter of years before we are going to be fighting from space. Now, of course, it's probably not going to be like Star Wars as of yet, where we have laser beams and they're going zoom, 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 and we're shooting each other in space and blowing up. I mean, I don't even know how that works, because you can't really have anything blow up like that without oxygen, so there had to be oxygen somewhere to get those awesome little effects, because without oxygen there is no fucking fire. There's no oxygen in fucking space. But he says it's time for us to serve us as a service, regardless of specialty badge, to embrace space superiority with the same passion and sense of ownership as we apply to air superiority today, he stated. Goldfein's broader message is that the Air Force has to prepare for decades of hybrid wars across airspace and cyber domains. He added the Air Force is behind the curve when it comes preparedness in fighting cyber and space domains. Hell, I think everybody is, but he is right. We are going more and more into space. It's becoming more commercialized. Look at Richard Branson with Virgin and fucking Elon Musk and all these people that have these companies that are venturing off into space. It is becoming more commercialized. So it is only a matter of time before we really embark and we are, as a people, as civilians, up in space and living as a colony. It's going to happen, whether it be 20 or 40 or 50 years. It's going to happen where we're going to start colonizing space. It's going to happen. So back in October, we reported how the U.S. Army's Training and Doctrine Command, or TRADOC, called for a new strategy across multiple domains: space, cyberspace, air, land, maritime. It's endless wars stretching from 2025 to 2040 timeframe. It seems as Goldfein is whistling the same tune of the U.S. Army as the American empire is headed towards conflict. According to Space News, the Air Force is looking to spend some $44.3 billion in space systems over the next 5 years. See, my feeling on this, I don't believe America's going to be around forever. I'm not saying I'm trying to destroy it, or I'm a terrorist, or I support this, or I support that, but throughout history, there has not been one solid state of union for that long. There's a shift in paradigm, there's a shift in control, there's a shift in government, and there's just a shift in the way of life. And we've had that. We had the slaves, and then they didn't have rights, had segregation, and now everybody has freedom. But there has to be a shift. I mean, history tends to repeat itself. It's a fucking cycle, you know what I'm saying? From Europe to France to everything else. I mean, Europe used to have more control over here, over there, France, Napoleon, blah, 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 blah. All the history that I don't know too much about. But there has always been a constant shift. And if my calculations are about right, we've been in power over here. We've had America for like 250, 300 years. Something is going to happen where it's going to shift. And whether that be these fuckboys like Antifa trying to take it over and we just snuff them out, Who knows? Maybe we're not going to be so goddamn sensitive and we're going to live in the goddamn real world, or we're going to live in a fucking world that's scary without freedom of speech, without freedom of press, without the Second Amendment, where we have to act a certain way, like out in England or Canada, and if we say something, either we could be deported or jailed. So it may turn either way. I'm not sure. Either people are going to be less fucking sensitive and less fuckboyish, less of a fucking goddamn snowflake, or we're going to be in prison for saying, hey, look at that girl, when they're non-binary. I mean, I don't want that to happen. I don't think anybody does. So, yes, there will be a paradigm shift. So that's pretty crazy that they're talking about the fucking Space Wars. And I think that's about it. Like I said, I wanted to do this about 4 days ago, so sorry it was a little sloppy and I wasn't really engaged, but I read all this, I printed it all out. I made a few jokes in there that I didn't really read out loud because it's been 4 days since I really looked at it. I feel like a fucking idiot, but if you want to see more, if you like where this is going, please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget, give me your goddamn money at patreon.com/idioms, IDIOMZ. And until next time, people, this was another white privileged male saying shit I probably shouldn't be saying. Goodbye, motherfucker.
Let's get it. A lot of gang shit. Niggas still be in school thinking they can sneak this. I sure bet you much. Here, nigga, eat this. Full clip, let it rip. Get it popping like a pet rally. Love fucking lips, but I could never be a stepdaddy. I shoot his whole left side, now we alright. And I ain't going to your club unless it's all night. Call him running out the house, he get bullets in his spine. Free my nigga Lil Ryan, that's my motherfucking slime. Niggas trying to take me out, I swear I won't go. You dumb as fuck if you thinking that I won't blow. All my niggas ride in like a bus route. I'm a bear, you ain't nothing but a Cub Scout. All this money, still got more I gotta make, fam. I'm a monster and I'm ballin', yeah, Space Jam. Said fuck weed, nigga, I've been on it. Dabs heard him when I peel off something like a scat. Big Beamer V8, you don't wanna do the race. See that nigga take K, bitch, I'm going out of state. Hit my niggas for the yay, hit my niggas for the drill. My niggas never had a job, so that's all my niggas know. I lay them down like a school shooter. I lay them down like a school shooter. Hit my niggas for the yeah, hit my niggas for the drill. My niggas never had a job, so that's all my niggas know. Was addicted to these hands, had to quit that. I got a nigga for a pound, he want his lick back. Fuck grease police, and yeah, I said that. I don't wanna know nothing but where the bread at. I was 15 running in a nigga house. I was 16 when I got my first ounce. I was 17 trying to get a large amount. Now I'm 23 and I'm about to cash out. They say the boot the gold mine and I'ma dig all day. And yo bitch, I fucking thought a pussy like a hallway. I ain't even had to fuck, that's just what the time say. And they know I come with heat like it's Groundhog Day. I got a whole fucking sister I ain't met yet. And I never fucking will, I bet that. Every song I fucking drop is where my head at. Niggas really think they ballin' with a lead check. Let me tell you niggas something before I end this. It ain't nothing fucking Philly, fucking friendship. I ain't playing with you niggas, this is my year. Everything I did, bitch, I did without fear. So I'ma never trust a nigga or a fake hoe. And I'ma never stress nothing but a bankroll. In my lane, you would think a nigga do Uber. I beat the case, they ain't know I was a school shooter.